I was very much looking forward to An Enemy of the People, not necessarily because the narrative sounded that interesting, but because it features a very young Tim Daly. He is around about 10 years old in this. I also learned in checking his age that his birthday is one day before mine, which I quite like, and he's just adorable in this. In terms of the film itself, yeah, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but I didn't love it. This was released in 1967 or 1966, depending on the source there. I will try and find the concrete answer when uploading this. It's directed by Paul Bogart, written by Arthur Miller, based on the play by Henrik Ibsen, with a cast including Philip Bosco, James Daly, Barbara Dana, Lou Gilbert. Of course, we have a very young Tim Daly playing Morten, and he is absolutely adorable. As for the film itself, IMDb explains the narrative in a way without giving any spoilers, and it says, a Norwegian doctor discovers that the source of the town's medicinal waters has become poisonous. Could have been interesting. It's not that fascinating as a story. It's okay, but I asked myself, would I want to see this on stage? Would I want to see Ibsen's play on stage? And the short answer to that is no. At least based purely on this adaptation, there's not enough there for me to want to see it on stage. But watching it as a film, I didn't mind it. There's enough there to keep it reasonably engaging. The story is not that compelling on its own. The dialogue is fine, but for the most part, nothing incredible. Though there are some intense scenes later on in the film with some really quite strong, passionate performances when people are discussing the town, and there are some good bits of dialogue there. So it's not completely bland all of the way through, but I feel like the good moments are more few and far between than I would have liked. Thankfully, though, the performances are very good. The characters are believably written. Did I like anybody? I wasn't really bothered. Morten I liked, of course, but in general, I wasn't that bothered about any of the characters, but they're absolutely fine. I really like the set designs. I like the costumes. It is generally quite a mundane experience. I didn't find the narrative to be that exciting. I mean, based on the premise, it was never going to be the most thrilling experience ever. It was always going to be quite tame based on the overarching concept. But I just found it to be very slow, and because I didn't really care about the characters very much, there wasn't that additional layer for me to enjoy. But the performances are good. Visually, it's not bad. I definitely don't care about the narrative enough to want to see it on stage. Granted, if there was somebody in the play I really admired and I wanted to see them perform, then I don't dislike the narrative so much that I wouldn't see them. I absolutely would. But just based on the play itself, the story itself, I don't think it's that interesting. But the film is an easy watch. There are, as I said, some scenes that are really good. So in general, if you're curious, check it out. I definitely recommend checking it out for a very young Tim Daly, but other than that, I probably would never watch it again.